Hi Laura ones, welcome back. We're going to be doing another story time with Miss Hines. So for today's story, it's a very special book because it has a very special message. So let's take a look at the cover of our story. What animal can you see? Yes, it is a giraffe. And the name of the book is called Giraffes Can't Dance. Can giraffes dance in real life? But let's see what happens in this story. Giraffes can't dance? I wonder what is going to happen. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully bandy and his legs were rather thin. Look at those legs on that giraffe. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees. But when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. Now, every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And this year, when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad, because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. The warthogs started waltzing. The rhinos rock and rolled. The lions danced a tango which was elegant and bold. The chimps all did a cha-cha with a very Latin feel, and all 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked towards the floor, but the lions saw him coming and they soon began to roar. Hey, look at clumsy Gerald! The animals all laughed. Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, don't be daft. Was that a very nice thing for them to say? I don't think so. Gerald simply froze. He was rooted in the spot. They're right, he thought. I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot. So he crept off from the dance floor and he started walking home. He'd never felt so sad before. So sad and so alone. Then he found a little clearing and he looked up at the sky. The moon can be so beautiful, he whispered with a sigh. Excuse me, coughed a cricket who'd seen Gerald earlier on. But sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song. Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is those branches in the breeze. So imagine that lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying, and his tail was swishing round. He threw his arms out sideways and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault and leapt up in the air. Whoa! I would love to see that. Gerald felt so wonderful. His mouth was open wide. I'm dancing. Yes, I'm dancing. I'm dancing, Gerald cried. He looks really happy. Then one by one, each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him quite entranced. They shouted, "It's a miracle! We must be in a dream! Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen!" Look at those dance moves. That is awesome. How is it you can dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how. But Gerald simply twizzled round and finished with a bow. Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and stars above. We all can dance, he said, when we find music that we love. The end. So in this story, we learned how Gerald didn't give up. Even though all the other animals said, "You can't dance, you're being silly." Those were not nice things to say. But Gerald was brave and he didn't give up. He tried and found his own music and his own tune. So I always want you to try. Don't ever give up. Always try. And if you still can't get something done, ask for help, like how the cricket helped Gerald when he was playing his violin. I really hope you enjoyed this story. Stick around because we're going to have another one soon. Bye.